Okay, been a while since I've been out here. Haven't been feeling really all that well. I have a doctor's appointment this afternoon to hopefully get my meds straightened out. But anyway, working on the flywheel. And what I already went through and marked it, and with a center drill, the holes that I'm going to be drilling in there, the hole pattern. But I'm going to show you on the DRO. Okay. So I've already typed it in, so it should be in there yet. So I'll hit the hole pattern down here. And the first thing it's asking is the center of that hole pattern, which is 0 where we're at. So we hit it again. Oops. Hit the arrow down key. And the diameter of the whole circle. And the diameter of the whole circle is 1 inch 50, which I have in there. And number of holes. 6 holes. And the starting angle, I'm just going to go 0. And ending angle, you would take 6 holes, so that would be 60 degrees. So 360 subtract 60 degrees, because that's going to be our last hole. It'd be 300. Okay, and there's the number 1 hole. We crank our X over to 525 thousandths. So what we do is we crank it over back to 0 here each time. So we'll crank that over to 0. Or close to. I see I bumped my Y. So I'll put my Y back to 0. Lock my knee, or lock my cross slide. Okay, so we're ready to drill the first hole. And I turned my autofocus off. I'm just trying to focus it by hand. And I'm going to drill a 437 hole, diameter hole. I'm going to go in there with the center drill first and center drill that a little deeper. Maybe I gotta turn my quill stop down. And I'm going to double drill these. I want a 437, but I'm going to drill it probably a 1/4 inch first. We'll go ahead and drill that a 1/4 inch first. I'm going to slow down here. Slow the RPM down. A little more than what I want. I have belts. I don't have a variable speed. I wish I had a variable speed, but I don't. So I gotta change the belts every time. That's better. Now one of these holes is going to be a 312, which will be the last hole. So now I want a 437 diameter. Sixteenths drill, and guess what? I think I should sharpen that. I'm gonna quick sharpen that. A little dull. I'm gonna just hand sharpen it here. As quick as my grinder gets going. Now I want to check it before I, and I don't think I went far enough. Need to go more. Dull. That corner of it broke down pretty good. Margin. Usually when they get really bad, I have a drill doctor, but for quick sharpening I just do them by hand. And what I do with my scale here is I check that to center and see if I got it somewhat concentric. That's a little bit longer, so the one flute will take a little bit more than the other. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I think I'm going to shift it along here. I don't want to push the drill too hard. You'll see one flute is cutting a little bit more than the other. And that's what I was checking with the scale, is the lip length on there, and if they're not both the same length, obviously the one that's shorter is gonna cut a little more. But it's okay, we got through it, and yeah, we'll go to hole number 2. So we'll go up under the readout here again, and we hit the down arrow. If I can reach it here. And then then see the numbers changed. Now we got to put those back on 0. So we get down here. This is kind of the first time that I've tried to just focus it myself without using autofocus. Hopefully I'm doing a decent job. Alright, so why we have to move it out, or in I should say, 0, and then we got to move over 262. Right there. Shift back to high and do the next hole. And shift to low. My half-inch countersink would fit in here. Be nice if I could get a nice countersink on those. Let me check here once and see. I think I got it. I think I have one that's about a half-inch. No, I don't. I got one that's 5/8, which I don't think would fit in there. All right, so I'll push the down arrow over here to go to the next hole. 524.6. Y does not move. Just move over on X. Pull my readout over here. Right there. And center drill. Then we'll shift to high. Quarter-inch drill. .437 drill. Shift to low. And we'll push the button again, the down arrow to get to hole number 4. I've got to go 262 on X. And 454 on Y. Yep. Might help if I put that center drill in, clamping on all 3 jaws instead of 2. I think the last time where I left off, I hadn't tree-panned these out, but what I did was basically loaded it like this and tree-panned the middle of it out on the lathe, so both top and bottom look the same. They're I haven't been out here in a while. I started taking double dose of my medicine. I'm hoping the doctor won't chew me out for it. I couldn't get the nerve pain under control. I have trigeminal neuralgia. Really, I'll tell you what, nerve pain in your head. You can't touch anything on your head, on your face, anywhere on your head. It sends you into a major pain episode. Puts you on your knees. Anyway, it does me. And then with the double dose of medicine, I'm kind of a little dizzy and shaky right now even. All right, let's go to the next hole. Enough gabbing about that. All right, so 262 back on X. Oh, I got to move my Y. 455. See what I mean? That medicine does things to you. There we go. And then this will be the last 437 hole. Next hole will be smaller, and that's to help balance out the motor, to balance it a little bit. Hopefully I got enough there, enough material. If not I can go back. If I don't have enough material there to balance the motor out, I can go back and open these up a little bit more. The Stirling engines have to be balanced and pretty well balanced, and also no friction. So gonna have putting bearings in everywhere, and hopefully I can get it running. Okay, that's the last one this size. The next one is a 5/16. So let's go to the next hole. Over 525. And my Y stays the same. And I'll double drill that also. I'm going to go with a 1/4 inch first. And then I'll get a 5/16 drill, which is turned upside down and needs to be sharpened. It don't look too bad. I'm going to try it. Nope, it does have. I'm going to give that one a quick sharpen. This one isn't as bad as the other one. It's just out on the margin there a little bit is dull. I think that'll do. The grinder sounds like an airplane taking off when I shut it off. I don't think I need to shift in the wheel. Good deal. And there it is. Okay, so there is the first one. There. We'll give it a little spritz. And then see if I can focus on it up close. There's, and like I say, I'll deburr the holes, and then the hub will get pressed in. The hub will have a little shoulder on it that'll press in up against the shoulder. So, and I'm thinking about polishing the rim up, and then copper plating it, and then nickel plating it so that it would be the hub. It would be the sides of it, and the rim that I leave, and then the rest would be painted. So I don't know. I haven't decided yet. So, but anyway, there's the first one, and we'll put the next one in there and see if I can do that without any events that push the chips away. Couple parallels. Where did I lay it? Okay, where did you go? Oh, lay it over here on the lathe. Alright. Tighten it up. Don't have to be real tight, but tighten up where you don't push it down when you. Okay. And that one's ready to go. Before I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, but before I do that, I want to try to explain something that someone was asking questions. Someone was asking questions, and I'm going to try to explain it, but I don't know if I'll succeed or not, but I'll try. Move the camera around here and point down at the table. And back up a little bit. I might turn the auto focus on now. Alright, so one of the guys was asking me, well, why don't you want to move the knee up and down on the mill after I've dialed in? You know, I'm going to try to show you what you're facing when you do that. All right. So okay, let's just say here's the mill table, and here's your quill coming down. We'll just do an X theory of this. I mean, this is X and Y both. But all right, so now you've dialed in a hole here, and it's right on center line, right? Okay. So now here's your mill table. Yep. And say the quill was, you know, a thou or two off of being totally square. So here it is, it's on your center line, but now you moved your table down. Now this bushing is down here, or the hole is down here instead of up where it was at. You missed the hole. So if you move this knee down, whatever you've dialed in, your tram would have to be dead nuts on. Dead nuts on X and Y, because when the moment you move your knee up and down, you've lost your dial-in point. And even if your quill and spindle is trammed in dead nuts on, when you move that knee up and down, who says camera shut off? But anyway, when you move your knee up and down and your quill isn't dead nuts on, and your dovetails for your knee that the knee rides on isn't dead nuts on, you're going to introduce error into your part. I mean, that's all there is to it. Now, I watched an excellent video this morning. Michael Murray is his name. He did a shootout of an edge finder like this, like the edge finder that I use all the time. I use this a lot. And this is one that I built myself. I do have one that I bought that I don't use it. It's got a different style light bulb in it. I wanted something brighter, so this one has a LED light in it, so that it lights up fairly bright. But anyway, I know that this edge finder will get me within 5, plus or minus 5. If I want anything closer than that, then I will dial in just the same way that Michael Murray does. He does an excellent video. Go watch it. And he did a really good video on the accuracy of these. Michael Murray. Just go look for him. He has a channel on YouTube, and he has excellent videos. He does a really good job on video. I wish I could do as good a job. He does a lot better job than I do on videos. So, but anyway, I'm trying to explain this knee situation, and I can't even have a hard time doing that. But I hope you understand what I'm talking about. If your quill's sitting like this, and you dial in that hole, and you move this down, now your hole's not dialed in anymore. So your hole, whatever, you part, your edge. So, but anyway, yeah, when I made these, I made a whole bunch of them, and I actually handed them out to buddies of mine at work. So there's a few of them floating around. I took that same concept over to my NC, and I made this height setting tool, and basically that follows the same path, same theory. You're sitting on the material, say you're sitting on the material, and I don't know if I can get there, and you come down, and your tool comes down and touches here, and it lights up. The moment your tool touches that pad is spring loaded. I have the drawings and everything for this, so if anybody wants the drawings for that, just let me know. Anyway, I am gonna go sit down and see if I can't upload this video, and then come back out and drill the other part here. So, like I say, I haven't been out in the shop in quite some time. So, oofta. And my doctor's appointment is tomorrow, so we'll see what he has to say. Anyway, I better go. That's it for now. Catch you guys later. Go check out Michael Murray's web YouTube page. Later.